Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Welcome back to A La Carte, your premier cooking show where we're hosting the best chefs and caterers in Houston. I'm your host, Chef Jones, with Good Meal Deals, personal chef services, where we're customizing the best part of the day for you. You can find me on any social media, specifically Facebook, Good Meal Deals, or on Instagram, Good Meal_Deals. Just look for that cute pot of veggies and fruits. So you'll see me. How are you?
Excellent, good. And I am your host, Chef Lornette, with Helping Hands Food Delivery, Big Bowl of Flavors Catering in Houston. And you can find us on all social media at Helping Hands Food Delivery. So welcome back to another wonderful episode, educational episode,
yes, as always.
Fun episode of A La Carte on the Sphere TV.
Mm-hmm.
As always, we talk about food-based news, recipes, ingredients, things that are happening within the industry as well. And nothing different today. We're going to talk about something fun. I didn't bring any bad news with me today. I'm not the bearer of bad news today.
Bad news today.
No.
All exciting, fun stuff.
Yes.
That you guys can check out.
And this is actually good, fun stuff. This hits home, very close to home for me.
Yes.
We've attended this a couple times. So today our food-based news is about events that are going on in the Houston area. So fun stuff. You guys get to get out and try some good food. A couple of things. There is the Houston Heights Neighborhood Nights. Yeah. And this is actually, I live in the Heights, so this is really cool. And you can go out and get free food. Drinks are available, but you do have to pay for drinks.
Yeah,
you can
but
go
they
out.
kind of
They're super cheap.
Super cheap.
So
happy hour cost.
Draft beers are $4, cocktails are $6, and wine is $6. But all the hors d'oeuvres are free of charge. So
yes.
Houston Heights Neighborhood Night, there you go. The streets are blocked off. You can walk through the streets and see food trucks and different vendors. It's usually from 4 to 7. They have music out there playing. It's a really cool event. It's kind of like White Linen Night, just a little bit more casual.
Yeah, where you can just go and relax, enjoy drinks and food, and walk around. And it'd be a bunch of different stuff out there. Even be vendors out there sometimes.
Yeah, selling artwork and
stuff.
Jewelry and clothing and food. So it's a good fun time. It's like a block party basically in the Heights. And the second one is the 6th annual Fall Fest.
Yes.
So Fall Fest is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
This one is located looks like closer to the east side of Houston. It's a food festival, music festival combined together. It's kind of like explain it like a taste of Chicago in Houston, which I've heard about the taste of Chicago.
Yeah, I forgot. Well, that's why I'm from Chicago, so we
Oh.
go. And it's pretty nice, and you got a lot of different food vendors and it's music, because we got the blues there and everything. So it's like a concert, and then you got a whole sector of just foods that you can try, different restaurants around the city. So that's basically what this is going to be.
So now this event is not free. Entry tickets are for ages 14 and up, and they cost $5.
Yeah.
Advance purchase. So pre-purchase, pre-sale is $5. At the door is $10, which is still
it's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Anybody under anybody 13 and under is free, which again for families it's a family free. It's a good family function. You can take the family out. So yeah, it's the 6th year of the Fall Fest 2017. So lots of fun and excitement for everyone.
Every day I go, I'm gonna be 13, so I can get in for free. Check it out.
Well, you're not supposed to say it on the air now. Now they gonna know.
Now they gonna know, but I'm gonna have a whole different look. You know how I change my look up, so I'm gonna get in there.
She gonna get it. She gonna get it.
I'ma
So
get
yeah,
in
the
there.
Fall Fest is happening this year, 6th annual Fall Fest, and the Houston Heights neighborhood
So
night.
I know for that first event, that one occurs weekly on Wednesdays. Now, as far as this one, I think this one occurs one time
Annually.
Well, yeah, annually.
Mm-hmm.
Annually, you guys. But for the other one with the Houston Heights neighborhood nights, that one is like recurring, like Wednesdays, weekly on Wednesdays
Every
from
Wednesday.
4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Yes. So every Wednesday they bring chefs out, and the chefs cook and offer free hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, and they also have a website. So if you want to further look into it, you can click the website on that link that we provided for you guys, and it should take you directly to the website to actually show you.
Yeah.
Hopefully it takes you guys, the internet these days.
Well, yeah, we do have the link in the PDF that we have on the loaded up for you guys. So even better today, we're talking about sweet treats.
Sweet treats.
But before we get started with the sweet treats, we are going to
of course, we're going to talk about this part of the show that is sponsored by the Houston Housewives of Finance. Want those sweet treats? I think you guys need to listen to this. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offers financial education? 33% of more than 77 million of Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from their from month to month. And 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email them at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. You can even ask how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. And the Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. So if you're trying to have your finances, like I always say, in line, because it's the holiday season. Season. I'm trying to think about all of that. They just pop in my head every time I hear the holiday. But before you get these sweets that we're about to talk about, get your pockets right.
You got to get the pockets right so you can make the sweets.
Yes.
So today our recipes are going to be the 21 holiday sweets. 21. So it's a special edition of today's show for you guys.
Special edition.
So no real good, better, or best with these recipes or options. They're all good. They're all best.
Yeah.
So sweet treats. First one is a mini eggnog cheesecake. And I must say, this looks amazing.
Delicious.
So basically, you're taking eggnog, the drink, and cheesecake, which is a pretty popular dessert.
I thought about trying this. This looks.
Yeah.
This is like on another level.
This looks like.
Give it a little splash of rum.
Give it to me
sauce.
right now. Well, it looks like it's caramel sauce on top. They have caramel sauce drizzled.
In it, though.
I mean, we can make that happen. That's no problem.
Yeah.
Your girl likes a little shot there.
No.
Graham cracker crust on that. I see it. It looks delicious.
It does. I was just like, ooh. I was writing it down in my notes in my book when I was reading this article. I was like, this look good.
So the number 2, this one's a little more interesting. A candy cane cookie sandwich.
Wow.
So basically, it looks like 2 chocolate chip mint cookies, and they have a candy cane frosting in between. So sandwich cookies.
Wow, that looks good. Very interesting.
I'm not a big fan of peppermint or mint, but I would try it definitely, especially just because it's presented so well. It looks good.
Yeah.
Has, the Christmas feel to it.
Looks delicious.
Candy cane. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get the traditional candy canes on my tree. I like the colorful ones that taste like.
Well, then that might be something to make it taste even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. I'll try it.
Maybe.
I wouldn't eat it. I don't think I'd eat a dozen, but I'd try it.
Yeah. Just one little corner of it.
So number 3, this should be right up Chef Robin's alley. bourbon pumpkin
Ooh.
pecan bundt cake.
Yes, look at that.
That
Look
looks
at that.
delicious. So it looks like they have pumpkin seeds in the bundt cake with a
Beautiful.
bourbon caramel sauce on top and pecans, whole pecans. Those should have been roasted or toasted pecans.
Roasted or
That
toasted
would have
or
been good.
candied. Like,
Ooh, candied.
Jesus
Well, that might be
Christ.
kind of sweet with the bourbon, but still, that
Mm.
looks really good.
Pumpkin seeds, pecans. They just need to throw some flax seeds in that thing.
Girl, no.
Yes.
No.
A little extra seed won't hurt nobody.
It's gonna, yes, it will. It's gonna have him out of commission.
Extra fiber in your sweets.
We don't need no fiber. The sweets will do the trick.
That's right. Sometimes.
So we're gonna, before we head into the fourth on the sweet treat list, we want to talk about another sweet treat, which is your ability to follow the Sphere on Facebook.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Follow
wanna
us
make
on
sure.
Facebook Live. You can subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. You can review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback because we want to hear from you guys. You can share this post and the entire show with all of your friends and family, or you can donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. And the donation link is www.thesphere.tv/donate, where you can do a one-time donation or a recurring donation as well.
Hey, so
Okay.
make sure you guys are tuning in. It's good that we give this information for you guys so you know, because, you know, we go Facebook Live every Friday.
When we do,
When we do go Facebook Live, we try to make sure you guys are subscribing and just, you know, reviewing us and sharing, as always, sharing that love. But let's go on to our
back to
next
our
one.
list. Number 4, shortbread bites. Now these look really good to me.
I know, with the sprinkles.
Nice and
all.
sweet. So basically they have sprinkles in shortbread cookies, and they have them cut in a bite-sized shape, little squares. Pretty good. Looks pretty good.
I know, so Christmassy.
And for each of the pictures that we show you, there's a link, so you can click on the link for the actual recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Now this looks cute and festive and
Wow.
extensive. Number 5 are hot chocolate cookie cups.
Uh-huh.
They're so cute.
And they create the little handle and everything.
Mhm.
so-
It looks like a brownie is the base of the cup. And then you have marshmallows on top with chocolate syrup and sprinkles, and a pretzel or chocolate covered pretzel for the handle.
Oh,
So they're almost too cute to eat, but I definitely would not hesitate.
yeah, I wouldn't.
Those look
hesitate
super
either.
cute.
Looks delicious.
Yep. So number 6 is a chocolate peppermint cheesecake.
Wow, it looked like a lot is going on with that.
It looks like a
Too
lot.
much for me.
I would pass as well.
Too rich. It looks too rich because you got the cheesecake and then all
A
that
chocolate
chocolate.
ganache on top.
Whew.
That's not regular cookie crumb crust. It looks like a chocolate cookie crust as well.
Yeah.
Then you have white chocolate and milk chocolate on top of the chocolate ganache,
Yeah.
and peppermints, and it looks like peppermints are in the
Just
cheesecake
like
too.
diabetes for me. I'm looking at it like, oh, it's too much.
Have y'all seen that meme? It's kind of it's older, where it goes, Johnny had one bag of M&Ms, one Snickers, and one so and so. What did Johnny have for lunch? And they're like diabetes. Johnny had diabetes.
That's what he had, diabetes after all of that candy.
You're right. That's what this cheesecake
That's
looks
what it
like.
looked like. It's just scary.
So,
Yes.
so you would try it, Elijah?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so Elijah would try it. I think I'd pass on this one.
I passed too. I'm not really a big sweet person.
Yeah, I am, but that just looks like too much for
It's a
me.
monstrous cheesecake.
Number 7. Now this one looks good. Gingerbread,
Yes.
butterscotch trifles.
Delicious.
So this has brownies, butterscotch looks like whipped cream, some cinnamon, gingerbread on top. That looks really good.
Oh yes, I would definitely eat those.
And per the recipe, this is made with stevia sweetener, so it's not. If you got diabetes, you
If you
can
got
you can still
diabetes,
enjoy this one. It's not
still.
gonna take you over for your numbers.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it. And they also have the link on there too. It's on the actual stevia.
Stevia in the raw website.
Yep. So you
Yep.
can click that link and check it out.
So number 8 is a snickerdoodle cheesecake, and I am all over this one.
I know
I am
snickerdoodle cookies.
All over this
Snickerdoodle
one.
anything.
This might be on our table for Thanksgiving.
I thought about it.
I'm
I
feeling
wrote
it.
this down on my list though. Snickerdoodle cheesecake. Man.
And the caption sums it up perfectly. How do you improve on a classic cookie? You turn it into a cheesecake because
That's correct.
that's everybody's favorite. It
That
looks
is correct.
amazing.
These kind of pictures and things that I'm seeing now makes me feel like I want to be a baker. Like, like maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. I love to bake. I add it to the list though. Oh yeah.
Too funny. All right, number 3,
Hey.
Santa's trash cookies.
Hey,
Now
hey,
these look pretty good. So even not Santa has a naughty side. These have chocolate chip, look like white chocolate pretzels and sprinkles.
And it look like a little bit of coconut flakes.
Is that coconut
in there.
on top?
Uh huh.
I thought that
Coconut
was white
flakes
chocolate.
and sprinkles.
That's not white chocolate.
Might be.
Or maybe no, that's like a macadamia.
Might be. It's
Yeah.
a lot of Santa trash in there.
A lot of trash.
A lot of trash from Santa.
So this looks really good to me. This reminds me of a recipe that my aunt makes. I've begged her for a year
Really?
to make it for me. It's called Cereal Killer,
Oh Lord.
and she uses Chex Mix,
Uh-huh.
Cheerios, pretzels, M&Ms, marshmallows, the mini marshmallows,
Wow.
and it's covered like in white chocolate, and it's amazing.
Oh my God.
So
It
finally,
sounds really
she
good.
brought me some
Ooh-wee.
a couple of weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
It was my push gift. After we delivered the twins, I got Cereal Killer.
I know you was happy.
I was very happy.
That sounds good. White chocolate.
So this with the Santa
Check
cookies, the Santa's trash cookies. That kind of reminds me of that concept, except it has
Wow.
milk chocolate versus white chocolate.
Yeah.
Pretty
I'm
good.
excited.
Number 10, sweet potato marshmallow bars. This looks pretty good.
Look at
I
that.
mean, that looks really good to me.
Delicious. This is like a whole twist on sweet potato
Ooh,
pie.
Yes.
You know, like this is stepping it up to a whole new level.
And the crust. Oh my gosh.
The crust, the caramelization on
Oh
those
my gosh.
marshmallows, like
Who needs turkey when you can have snickerdoodle cheesecake and sweet
Sweet
potato
potato
marshmallow
marshmallow
bars?
bars.
Like who needs turkey?
nobody.
Can you tell I have a sweet tooth?
Man, I have a sweet tooth for certain things.
Number 11, chocolate espresso pizzelles.
Ooh.
So milk and cookies, basically.
Milk and cookies. And it's fewer calories because, of course, this one is
With
made
the
with stevia
stevia.
and raw.
I think I would
So-
pass on this one too. I'm not big on espresso.
I like espresso.
Yeah, I would pass.
I like espresso.
I'm sorry, I would nibble it first. And if
Nibble,
it tastes
yeah.
like espresso, then I'd pass.
I like espresso to a certain extent.
Yeah, I don't do coffee. I'll do chocolate all day.
Oh, I'm not a big coffee person either.
But espresso is stronger than coffee to me.
Just a little buzz.
It has that really pungent.
That taste and the aftertaste and
Yeah,
all of that. So.
exactly why I don't do espresso.
Ooh.
So number 12,
Ooh.
this looks like too much work.
Looks
Christmas
really
tree
cute.
cookie stacks.
Hmm.
It's super cute, but they look like so much work.
It does.
First of all, who making 3 different size cookies? Second of all,
You have to make sure you get your frosting right to pipe that on there. And then
exactly,
you probably gonna need those dessert tweezers to put all those little dots
exactly.
on there.
Because then you have to perfectly place the second and third cookie. Too much work.
Yeah, this is for more of those advanced bakers out there. So.
I'd make like 3 and have it on the on
Yeah.
display. Don't touch it. Don't eat it. Look at it. Say ooh ah and keep walking.
Yes, that is it. Tree stacks.
Yeah, it's cute. I'll give them that. It's really cute.
Yeah, that's more for like a fancy thing.
It's for somebody who got time and I don't have time today.
No time.
No time. Number 13 is a caramel gingerbread cookie bar. Caramel gingerbread cookie bar.
And they saying gingerbread man
So
can
it's a-
step aside.
So it's basically a gingerbread cookie.
Hmm.
What's the white on top though? I wonder what the white is. It's not a marshmallow. I think it's cream cheese.
Maybe so.
That's interesting. It looks good. I think the sweet potato marshmallow bars right now still have the spot. Number 14 is butter pecan cookies. Now that's pretty. That looks interesting.
Very interesting. Butter cookies are good alone.
Butter.
So-
A maple frosting. Buttery cookies, maple frosting, and pecans. That looks
heaven.
Yes, as they say.
Heaven. That is the bomb.
Number 15. No bake chocolate peppermint cheesecake
More
squares.
peppermint.
Yes. Yes.
This
No.
peppermint and chocolate.
Apparently, we have a peppermint fan in the studio here.
I see. I'm not a peppermint fan.
I'm not either.
And this one is made
not with my
the
desserts.
stevias.
Not at all. Mm-mm.
I don't even eat mint chocolate ice cream. None of that.
No, I
That's
don't
all
either.
for my dad. He loves mint chocolate.
So again, these are made with stevia. So I guess they're more universal for everyone. And it looks like Oreo cookies on the bottom, or a chocolate cookie crust with cheesecake in the center. No mix of the cheesecake, and then just a chocolate ganache on top. I'll pass.
We'll pass on that one.
Number
No
16, meringue wreath cookies. Meringue wreath cookies.
Hey, those are really cute too.
They're cute. It looks like they would break.
And they take a lot of time. Those bowls.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like licorice.
Mm-hmm.
And ooh,
It says they're more fun to make than the ones that go on your door. I bet they're better to eat.
I'm pretty sure of it. You know, I actually made some meringue cookies for Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
but I made them as ghosts, like ghosts, and let them fix up, put the little eyeballs on there. And
Mm-hmm.
it's good.
So we're before we get to cookie number 17, with all this
Yeah.
sugar that we're talking about, we need to talk about dental health.
We do, because, I mean, with these cookies, your teeth are going to be under attack.
We want them to still be there and healthy after Thanksgiving. So
and Christmas.
And Christmas. So this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Baptiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Asandra Baptiste at Elite Dental Wellness at 713-789-8680. Let's make sure we still have teeth, guys. Healthy smiles.
Yes.
And Chef Robin's plug, 10% off if you have your sphere
Yes.
coupon.
Your 10%. The 10%.
10%.
I was coming for it. I mention it every single time. Say the spear. Get
Yes.
that 10%.
So number 17, we're going to get right back into our list, are
Mhm.
sugar cookies. And that's why it's so important to reach out to Elite Dental Wellness first.
Yes.
So don't pick up frosting without them. So these are sugar cookies, and they're basically just designed with frosting.
Mhm.
So it's a basic, I think, a more traditional something.
That's right. So she not lying, y'all. You know, when you bite into that cookie and you just didn't know you had a cavity back there
Lord.
and your teeth hurt, you be like, man, can't even eat no more, but you still eating cookies and your teeth hurt. So
So
Man.
number 18 is a holiday gingerbread. Looks good. Do you like gingerbread?
gingerbread is kind of so. I mean,
Yeah.
I've only had it twice on Christmas. Last year we did gingerbread houses.
I was going to say the only time I've had it is when we did a gingerbread house, and so we took
But
part of the cookie.
other than that,
I don't know if the gingerbread is the same as a gingerbread cookie.
cookies.
You think?
I never had gingerbread, but gingerbread cookies, I feel like it's the same thing to me.
Probably the same flavor
It's
profile.
just a bit more dense because it's cake, but
Yeah.
cookies, cake, I pass on the gingerbread. Snickerdoodles rule. Snickerdoodles. Those are the first cookies to go in my house.
The snickerdoodles.
Yes, every
Yeah.
time it's just a fight for those cookies because they so good, the cinnamon and sugar. And
Mhm.
they need to invent a snickerdoodle ice cream.
I'm sure they have it somewhere.
I'm pretty sure because that would be the truth.
Oh, Lord.
We need that.
She's going to be able to lead dental wellness, too.
I sure
Guys,
will
I had
be.
the ice cream.
I'm going to call too so I get my 10%.
So number 19 is a cranberry crisp. This is a no pie making skills necessary dessert. So this is, again, one from stevia in the raw. And it looks like a dump cake to me,
Yeah.
basically.
Almost like they're trying to make a granola.
Yeah, looks like granola on top with just cranberry underneath.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of cranberry, so I'll pass.
Yeah, me neither.
Number 20, there you go. There you go. Snickerdoodle Blondies.
Ooh, that's what we need.
Okay.
That was on my list too. when I was going through all these, I wrote them down. Snickerdoodle blondies.
Those look super good. So yeah, another easy recipe. Snickerdoodles, blondies are a pretty easy thing to make. So
Yeah.
and
Last
but not least, holiday thumbprint cookies.
these are classic.
Classic cookies. However, I had my first thumbprint cookie last year.
Really?
Yes, and it was really good. I have a friend.
Classic cookies. You can fill them with any kind of jams. And
Yeah,
just,
I think this they had caramel in them, like a caramel salted caramel center.
yeah.
So it's a friend of mine, a coworker, and his mom was visiting, and she was making cookies, and she had about 4 or 5 different kinds of cookies, and the thumbprint cookies were one.
Yes.
And I tasted it for the first time, and hands
was
down, it was
good.
delicious.
Salted
Thumbprint,
caramel.
hands down, thumbprint. You got it. You saw what I
I
did there.
got it. I see you. I was like, oh. Those you can be so versatile with that because
Yes.
you can fill it with just about anything.
Mhm.
I've had it with chocolate, like chocolate turtle.
Oh, with the
thumbprint cookie.
pecan and chocolate. That sounds
Girl,
good.
Marshmallows. You put whatever you want to put in there. Make a s'more thumbprint cookie.
Coming soon.
Coming
soon.
Coming soon.
Yeah,
y'all.
but that looks pretty good, the thumbprint
yeah.
cookie. It seems pretty easy to make as well.
Yeah. Very inexpensive cookie. It's not a lot of ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Just the basics, which everybody should have in their pantry. Flour, salt,
Yeah.
sugar, butter.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. So for our recipe, we're talking about Santa's trash cookie.
Yeah.
That's going to be the focus of.
That's the focus, the Santa's trash cookie. So we're going to try out one of these recipes to show you guys how they are.
And so we did our own little take on the recipe for the Santa's trash cookie. So ingredients, we'll first talk about the ingredients and then the good, better, and best options, which it's not really a good, better, best.
Yeah.
Because it's just all good and best and better.
It's only good and best and better.
Yeah.
The best and the better part is when you're eating it. So
It may be something like you can do additional or optional trash options, like,
Yeah.
instead of milk chocolate, dark chocolate or something
you
like
could
that.
substitute things. That would
You
be
can
the
substitute the
better.
trash.
Substitute the trash. That's right.
But the base ingredients is basically a sugar cookie is the base, so there won't be any alternative options for that.
Yeah.
So the ingredients are 3/4 cup of unsalted butter. Make sure it's at room temperature. A half a cup of salt, half a cup of brown sugar, 1 large egg, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, a 1/3 cup of crushed potato chips. So those were chips. They were not macadamia nuts. Wow. Okay.
What?
A 1/3 cup of crushed pretzels, a 1/3 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 3 tablespoons of red and green sprinkles, and flaky sea salt, which is only used for garnish. Okay. So
Whoa.
you have the ingredients there. You have the directions right alongside it that show you how to make the cookies.
This is a true trash cookie.
And so we're going to talk about our optional trash alternatives. It won't be a good, better, best, but I'm definitely going to say the potato chips can be substituted for either white chocolate, macadamia nuts, or coconut, like Chef Robin said.
Yes.
Something
I thought it was coconut.
a little more traditional.
Yeah.
Those were our suggestions when we did it. So everything else, the brown sugar, the regular sugar, baking soda, flour, vanilla, all of those things are going to be standard with the cookie. So not much of a change.
Not much of a change. The only change would be if you didn't want red and green sprinkles. You
Yeah.
can do whatever kind of sprinkles you want to do.
If you have color-themed holiday parties or something, maybe.
Yeah, or if you want to bust these cookies out for New Year and put some metallic
Ooh.
and silver sprinkles.
That'd be kind of cool, yeah.
Trash cookies.
Oh, and you know the
throwing away all the
M&Ms have
trash.
the holiday edition colors.
Yes.
So you can do special color M&Ms and then do sprinkles. See, we give you guys
A lot of fun ideas.
all the good stuff.
All the good stuff. It was even better when we made them. I was just like, yes.
Yeah.
Cookies.
Yep. So definitely the Santa's trash cookie is the one that we were following today. So
Mhm. But of course, we are now about to transition over to the next part of the show, which is sponsored by The Sphere. Did you know that are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of this opportunity. I say this each and every time. It's like clockwork with me. Take advantage of it because it's a very, very great opportunity if you're looking to take your business or whatever it is that you're doing to the next level. So,
absolutely. Work with the sphere.
Work with the sphere. We need to have a little jingle or something.
Oh my gosh, now she's a singer. So Ferky got her feeling good.
Work at the sphere.tv.
Oh,
I can't even really sing because I'm still hoarse. Right?
Guys, please don't unsubscribe based on her singing skills. I promise I'll work on that. So we're going to head over to the kitchen and get started with these Santa trash cookies.
Yay.
Looking forward to it. And we'll have some of our alternative options as well. So let's head over to the kitchen and get cooking. Get your recipe, get your ingredients together.
Your
everything.
aprons, and you can even pull your kids in for this one because
this will be a good one, a fun one.
Really fun one for the kids. So, yes.
Let's go. Time to cook.
Welcome back to A La Carte, your premier cooking show. We're here in the kitchen now, and we have some sweet treats for you guys today. I think they're pretty excited. I'm excited because it smells so good over here.
Well, as you guys saw earlier, or as we went over earlier, the recipe for today, we are doing trash can cookies. Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, 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 yum.
So these are really good. We went over the basic ingredients, and those are the ones that we're going to use in the recipe today. You can substitute some of them, and we'll go over that as we go through the recipe. So, our list of ingredients that we have for you today, we have all-purpose flour. We have unsalted, softened butter. It has to be softened. 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of vanilla. And then we have brown sugar, white sugar. And then for our mixers, we have sprinkles, Lay's potato chips or corn chips or Tostitos, whatever you want to use.
Whatever chips they want to use.
Yes. Chocolate chips, baking soda, and regular pretzels.
Yes.
So it's a very simple recipe, quite a few ingredients because it's trash can cookie, but it's a really simple process to put them all together and get a great dessert.
Yes. Now you can feel free to use a hand mixer, or if you have the KitchenAid mixers or any kind of bowl mixers, you can use that as well.
Yep.
Just to get the job done. These are trash cookies, so don't worry about messing it up.
It'll be all right.
It's going to taste good. This is the good trash. This is the good gift from Santa Claus.
Yeah, perfect Christmas gift. So we first start by mixing the wet ingredients or the softened ingredients, which would be the butter, the eggs, and the vanilla. And then we're going to, one by one, add in the dry ingredients.
Yay.
So, butter.
And you the butter.
So per the recipe, it was 1.5 cups.
Yeah, about 3/4 cups to, it depends on the recipe, but we got 3/4 cups of butter. Then 1 egg. And 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Yay. And we're also going to throw in our sugars. Okay. Brown and white sugar. Don't forget the sugar is the best part of the cookie.
It's necessary. All right.
It's going to really be a trash cookie without sugar, y'all. All right.
And kind of break the brown sugar up when you put it in so it doesn't clump up really bad.
All right. I'm going to scoop these ingredients up. Now, this can get a bit messy, so you do want to make sure, we always tell you guys to make sure you have your aprons on. It's going to be cookie dough flying a little bit everywhere. It's going to get all in your hands, but that's what make it fun for you to do. So what we're going to do is take the mixer now. This is the fun part. You have to be careful. And it's very imperative that you keep and make sure that the butter is softened, because if not, the butter is going to
lump up and it'll be hard.
Yes.
You won't have a fair mix of ingredients. And it's going to get a little bit loud, so go ahead and get your mixers ready.
So we got butter flying everywhere right now. So you want to mix it. You want to mix it on a high speed to start. because you want to get that butter broken down. And you're going to whip this for about 3 to 4 minutes until your butter and sugar is nice and fluffy and creamy. All right. This is the fun part.
The work. You can see the cookie starting to take the color that it will have when you bake it.
Now feel free when you are mixing, you can stop occasionally just to scrape the sides down just to make sure everything is well incorporated.
And we use a silicone-based spatula to help so the ingredients don't stick to it and you get all of it off the sides.
Yay, cookies.
Yeah.
And then you just go back in and start mixing again. We're going to do this for a little minute.
And now make sure you don't overmix, because then you'll have a really tough, dense cookie.
And you don't want that. These cookies are generally very soft when they come out the oven. So we're almost there at that fluffy stage. Sound like we're doing some construction in here.
Basically. And the recipe calls for, it'll make 26 cookies.
Yeah, 26 to 28 cookies.
Yeah. So you can always save any extra cookie mix batter.
Yeah, we're going to scrape one more time.
Made.
Yeah, typically 26, 28 cookies. Take half the batch, freeze it. You just make a dozen, then make another dozen another day.
Never have too many cookies.
I know. Christmas is coming. I'm ready for it. I bake cookies every year. Every kind. Snickerdoodles, chocolate chip, peanut butters, mint chocolates, gingerbreads.
Goodness. I have a sweet tooth, so that sounds like heaven to me.
All right.
Yep. Looking really good. Looking really good. So you can see, and we'll show you guys in a second, but the butter and sugar, once it comes together, it gets really fluffy.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks good. All right.
That wasn't too bad. Didn't make too much of a mess.
It looks fluffy. It's a really
everything is well combined,
mixed together. It's not a dense butter anymore. It's mixed.
Looks good. As you can see, it has taken on the color of the brown sugar, so it is a little brown.
And that's how you get the golden color.
That's how you get the golden color of the cookies.
All right, so next we're going to add in.
Next, we're going to go ahead and make sure you're mixing in your all-purpose flour. So this is about 2.5 cups of the all-purpose. You have about a teaspoon of your baking soda, you guys. Not baking powder, but baking soda. If you put baking powder in these cookies, they're going to really, really rise and really expand. So
you can have little cookie balls.
Or almost like cookie cakes.
Yeah.
Cookie cakes instead. So we're going to go ahead and mix that in there. Also, our kosher salt is already on the inside. We've already mixed that in our flour. So you're going to take a spoon or a fork, your preference, and just mix that in. Now, the key with this recipe, when adding in your flours, you don't want to add everything in at one time. You want to do it in batches. And with that being said, it's only because with us using a hand mixer or an actual mixer, you're going to see we're going to have a flour shower
everywhere.
All right.
And then also it helps for the way that the consistency. So if you add it in all at one time, you're not going to get an even distribution of the butter and sugar and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're going to add in, probably take about 3 batches. So put this into a third. There you go.
And so we're going to go ahead.
Don't put it on me. No.
It's like, no.
All right.
So you can kind of use your hand at the edge of the bowl and kind of use it as a shield.
And as she mixes, I'll pour.
Looks really good. Now, it is going to thicken up once you get to about the third batch of flour. And then you're going to be at the point to where you can actually use your rubber spatula to fold in the rest of the flour. Or knead it in with your hands, as they say, because you don't want to overwork your dough.
Yeah. It's all about consistency with the cookies and baking. So you want your mix to be right.
Flying cookie dough. Did you see that piece fly?
Yes, I did. It's everywhere. But that's okay. It's okay. This is a great, fun, easy recipe if you have kids or nieces, nephews, godchildren, to get them in with the cookies. And then you can actually knead the flour in by hand. And that would be an awesome way to involve them in the cooking process.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have
Alright.
the patience for it, but...
It's getting to the point now to where we can start using our hands, you guys. You will be able to tell the mixer will look like this. Extremely full of cookie dough. So now you can just take your hands, or actually take these off too.
Yeah, we push it. Push the thing.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Gonna give it a little tap.
The kids will love this. There we go.
And feel free to use your hands or the rubber spatulas to remove the last of the cookie dough.
Because you can't leave any on there. That's just a sin.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now we're past the point of using your mixers, so you can go ahead and remove that because you're not going to use it anymore, not unless you want to burn out your mixers.
Yeah, because it has a motor.
But this is a good consistency to where we can actually use our hands. It's almost at the point to where we can roll it.
Yeah.
As you guys can see, it rolls very well. It doesn't stick.
And that's what you're looking for.
And this is what you're looking for.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and take that little bit off of there. Now you're going to take your rubber spatula, of course, and let me get a glimpse inside the bowl. It looks like this. As you can see, it's still flour on the inside. It looks like it's just a bunch of
It's almost there.
doughy pieces.
Not quite ready, but almost.
Almost. And you want to just move it around in the bowl a little bit. It almost looks like we're about to make some biscuits. But that's not the case here. All right. Now we can probably pick it up with our hands now. So I'll let Chef Lornette pick that up.
Oh, get my hands straight.
Let me give you a little assistance.
All right.
Little assistance. Looks
Okay.
good. I know they're probably wondering, when do we put in chocolate chips? When do we put in pretzels and chips
Just
and
a second.
sprinkles? Once we get everything combined together, then we're going to go ahead and gently fold in all of our ingredients. Now you can feel free to use as much as you want. If you don't really want a lot of chips, use more pretzels. If you don't want a lot of pretzels, use more chips. You want just sprinkles, more sprinkles, do it.
All right. Ready to add in ingredients?
Yes. So we have about a 1/3 cup of chocolate chips. So we're going to add in half of that. And then I'm going to add in, this is a 1/3 cup, so we're going to add half of that. And then we also have our chips of your choice.
Don't get too fancy now.
Half of that. They're just potato chips, you guys. And then we also have our sprinkles. Now, we didn't measure out the sprinkles because it's free fall. So put as many sprinkles you want.
Go ahead.
Get fancy with it. You don't have to use red and green. I know the recipe say red and green. We're using rainbow, so we're touching every color. It's okay.
And then we're going to fold in the toppings to the cookie. Now, you don't want to use the mixer for this part because it will break up the chocolate chips. It'll break up the chips and pretzels even more. And then you'll have powder basically mixed into the dough. So we're just going to fold it in, just rolling it, and whoops.
Once it's incorporated, then that's when we're going to go ahead and add in the other half of our ingredients.
All right. And it doesn't take much to add them in. Go ahead. We're ready.
All right. Chocolate chips, pretzels, potato chips.
And again, the reason we split it is a consistency thing. The same with the flour. You don't want to add it all in at once because it's really hard to distribute it evenly in the batter because it's so thick.
Now that's a real trash cookie. Y'all see that? That's
And
a
so
real
we're just mixing here. We're just slowly mixing in the cookies. And
I think the great part about this cookie is you got the best of both worlds with your sweet and your salty.
Sweet and salty. Yes,
Sweet
ma'am.
and salty, and that's what makes this cookie so great. It sounds bad, but it's so good for you.
All right. So once we mix it all in together, you're going to continue mixing maybe 2 to 3 minutes, just folding over until it gets consistent.
Yep. So
once you finish that.
Once they do fold it, this will be the finished product of your cookie. It's very nice. You can knead it. All the ingredients are incorporated. It's not sticking to your hands. And you don't have to worry about greasing your pan. You should use a ungreased cookie sheet because you have butter inside of here. So
And so then we're just going to take the dough and make little balls. So just pinch finger size if you round your fingers together. And we're going to roll it.
Oh, yeah.
Until you get a nice
and then we just,
even circle.
Then we just
and just flatten it out. Press it once you roll it. Drop it on the plate, on the cookie sheet.
And that's it. So you can make them as small as you want or as big as you want. So the recipe makes as many as like the size that you roll them. So you can make 28, you can make 26. You can probably get 30 out of the batch if you want to make mini trash cookies. Just depends on the size.
And don't worry about the edges being neat or being rolled out perfectly, because the dough will cook and fall over the ingredients and kind of catch everything in. And they're trash can cookies, so they're not supposed to be perfect, right?
No, not at all. I can't wait to try it. So good. Yeah, you just roll them out. You just give them about like a half an inch of space in between each cookie. These cookies, they don't really spread a lot. So I know a lot of you guys probably wondering if these cookies are going to spread because of how we have them so close. But they don't spread at all. So also with these cookies, you want to make sure you have your oven set to bake at 350 degrees. These cookies only take about 7 to 8 minutes to bake.
Literally 7 to 8.
7 to 8 minutes. You don't want to overcook them. The thing with cookies, a lot of people feel like, oh, the cookies are still soft. That's because they're still hot. Once cookies cool, then they harden. Everything hardens. It's not harden. Let me rephrase that, because they might like, I don't want hard cookies. Firm. They firm up. The sugar is cooling down. Everything is cooling down in the cookie. So,
and they're not going to be golden brown when they're complete. So again, don't leave them in the oven thinking, oh, I'm going to just get a little color on top.
They look so good. This is the best trash I've seen all week. Wow. So once we do that, and you can fit about 3, 6, 9, you can fit about 12 cookies on this pan. This is the last one.
Okay.
So we're
going to put those in the oven, 350, 5 to 6 minutes. Let them cook, and when they're complete, you will end up with a lovely batch of cookies that looks like this.
Set that timer.
Yes, use your timer.
Use your timer, you guys. Don't depend on your natural instincts.
But you can still enjoy the cookies. So this is the finished product. You can see they're kind of firm. The bottom of them is a lot firmer than the top. It still have a little soft touch.
Lightly golden brown.
Lightly golden brown. So don't overcook your cookies. Enjoy 5 to 6 minutes.
Let's give them the close-up.
Close-up. That's the bottom.
That's the bottom, and this is the top.
So I'm ready to eat some cookies now. How does it taste? Let's see.
Snap.
See the snap in the break? That's good.
And you know the good thing about these? The pretzel still has the texture.
The pretzels and the chips still have a crunch.
Plus the little crunch with the cookie.
That's pretty good.
The sweet and saltiness. And then you have a little crunch from the sprinkles also.
But the chocolate chip has the savory. And it's good, guys. Make sure you try your trash can cookie recipes. Make sure you subscribe to the Sphere on the Sphere TV. And Helping Hands Food Delivery. You can find us on all social media at Helping Hands Food Delivery.
And you can also find me on any social media, Facebook and Instagram specifically. Goodmeal_deals for Instagram, or Facebook Good Meal Deals. We do want to make sure you guys are getting your recipes so you can enjoy these great cookies. Really good. The holiday time is coming up. And it's time to bake cookies now.
These are so good.
Oh, no. Delicious. I'm trying not to eat and talk.
Well, thank you guys for watching another great episode of A La Carte on the Sphere TV. And we look forward to seeing you next week.